Hi all. Next, we are starting with the second part of Node.js. And here we are discussing that where we are need or where we are using Node.js. Actually, the Node.js are using in IO bound application. That means where we are using input output bounded application. Then normally we are using Node.js in data stream applications. From we are taking data from database like that. On these types of applications also we are using Node.js. Then the next one is data intensive real-time applications. Then last one is single page applications like web pages, etc. And we are going into the details of Node.js. First we need to understand the architecture of Node.js. Actually, Node.js is a runtime environment actually which helps the program or the data helps using it as a runtime environment class. That means it will display or it helps how to display while running the program. That means it's an online application. It helps, it is actually in the middle. It can function our applications by the help of Node. Coming to the details of architecture, here the details. The details comes with the user code. Actually, user code means it is a JavaScript application that the customers are using, or the customer applications, or the programmers application code user code. And the second one we are dealing with Node.js API. Node.js API is a list of methods that Node offers when or which can be used in the user code like HTTP, file system, then net or network request, etc. These are the some of Node.js list or methods. Actually, Node's API is written in JavaScript. And the next is bindings and C++ add-ons. This is simply the binding means when reading about Node, you see that V8 is written in C++. libhook is written in C as well. Basically, all the modules are either written in C or C++. Since these languages are so good and fast in dealing the low-level tasks and using OS API. But how is it possible that the JavaScript code on the upper layer can use code that is written in other language? This is what the binding do, or this is what the binding helps. Actually, these binding codes or these bindings, they act as the glue between, or they act as the intermediate between the two layers. So Node can smoothly use low-level code written in C or C++. And these modules or these binding codes are normally written in C++ or C, so that when we implement module in C++ first, and then write the binding code for that series or that implemented module. This code we normally says that these are add-on for that. And next is operating system. This is lower level that represents the OS API or system code, which are used by the libraries mentioned above. And normally the OS libraries which we have mentioned are SSL, TLS, then basic cryptographic function. All these are called node dependencies. That means these represent the low level libraries that node uses. The biggest dependency are Google create engines and YouTube. So these representatives are helping for the operating system. And the basic JavaScript engines are for Internet Explorer it is Chakra and Mozilla it is SpiderMonkey and for Google Chrome there is V8 and normally V8 engine is very good. And the next is Node.js. What is Node.js? And Node.js is not a program. It is not a programming language or a framework. It is actually a runtime environment that uses the more easy and easy access of resources very fast. By using Node.js, we can access the resources very fast. That means it doesn't wait. It is a single thread application, but it works on the basis of Python. And it is actually a runtime environment. And coming to the details, how Node works. Actually, Node works, or the basic nature of Node is asynchronous, that is non-cloud. And normally Node works on the basis of what I said, on the single thread. Actually, there is a mere single thread is used to process multiple requests. Consider a simple example that a hotel is there, and the hotel consists of normally tables, kitchen, and waiters. And I'm going to the simplest way of explaining. In a hotel, there are two tables and a single waiter. And when a new customer is coming to the hotel and they sit on the table one, and another set of customers came to the same hotel and sit on the table two. Normally what happens is, waiter comes to the table one and asks what are the requirements or what are the things you need. And he just knocked down and he just went to the kitchen and gives the kitchen that these are the things which we need to get ready, or these are the foods which need to get ready. And the table one requires it. Now what happens? The kitchen both or the workers in the kitchen try to mount or produce the required food. During that time, what the waiter do? Waiter goes to the table to and get the order. What are the required foods the table two needs required? He just takes the order from the table and goes to the kitchen or coming to the kitchen and give this order. These are the requirements which the table gives. Once he gives these requirements to the kitchen, at the meantime, what the kitchen is already prepared the first table necessary. And this will hand over to the waiter, and waiter will give this to the table one. And he will just look on the kitchen if the second order is taken. once the order ready, what we do, we will take that order and deliver it to the table queue. This is actually the normal process. The same way the node also works. As I said, it is asynchronous and it is single thread is used for handling all threads. That means consider the waiter as a single thread. That is single. Once the request comes, the thread will take that request and function those requests properly. And once functioning, you need to take some database activity or some other database activity. He just give the instruction to the database. Once it gives to the database will function or database will handle those requests. During that time, the thread or the request handler has to wait. So that request handler will, normal cases, it will wait there until the first request has to complete. And once the request complete, the thread handler will take that and the requested, who is requested, to just deliver the result and then taking the next request. This is normally one. Coming to the node, it works like this. It on the way, simply works like how the kitchen or how the hotel works. Normally, a single thread, it handles the first request, and if it is a database query, then it gives to the database for execute. And during that execution time, if any other request comes, the thread will go to that request and handle that request. And once the first request is processed and completed, that is database request that process and gets the data, that data will put on the queue. That queue shows the ready result. And all the time the single thread is looking on the queue. If any query, any data is readily available. Once the readily available there, it will take that data and hand over to the requester. And during that waiting time, the thread will or the handler will take the another request and make the required process. This is actually how the node is working. This is what I said. Here, the single thread first looks a request comes. It takes and handles that request. And if the data is ready or some data based activity has to perform, that single thread will give it to the database. During that waiting time, the single thread will take the second request, whichever is coming. And while taking that second request, it is always looking to the queue. Once the data is ready from the database and it will give to the queue. And always looking on the queue, the single thread knows that the readily available data is on the queue. It will take the data and give it to the host request. This is how the Node.js work or Node works. It is simply asynchronous and non-blocking